Everyone in Seoul Elite Private Academy feared one person, Ava. She wasn't the principal's daughter. She wasn't the smartest student, but she ruled the entire school. No one dared challenge her. Not the teachers, not the seniors, not even the student council. If Ava didn't like you, your school life became a nightmare. But on one Monday morning, everything changed. A black luxury SUV slowly stopped at the school gate. Out stepped a boy no one had ever seen before. Silver hair, black leather jacket, headphones around his neck, calm eyes. He looked more like a movie star than a student. Within seconds, every girl in school couldn't stop staring. Every boy wondered who he was. Even Ava noticed something strange. For the first time, nobody was looking at her anymore. They were all looking at him. Ava hated being ignored. Without saying a word, she marched toward the new boy. The noisy hallway suddenly became silent. Students immediately stopped walking. Everyone knew what was about to happen. Ava stood directly in front of the academy entrance, blocking his way. She folded her arms and smiled. "You're the new student?" Ethan simply nodded. "Then let me give you your first lesson. Nobody becomes popular here without my permission." Her friends laughed. The crowd laughed with them. But Ethan didn't. He simply looked at her and said, "May I go inside now?" That calm answer only made Ava angrier. Ava stepped even closer. She pointed at Ethan's chest. "Did you not hear me? You're talking to me." Still, Ethan didn't react. He simply stood there. The crowd began whispering. "He's scared. He's definitely scared." Then, without warning, Ava raised her hand and slapped him. The sound echoed through the hallway. Everyone froze. Some students covered their mouths. Others immediately pulled out their phones. They expected Ethan to fight back. Instead, he slowly touched his cheek, looked at Ava, and quietly smiled. Then he said something that nobody expected. "I hope that's the last time you ever have to prove you're stronger than someone." The hallway became completely silent. The video of the slap spread across the entire school in minutes. Everyone expected Ethan to report Ava. Everyone expected him to take revenge. But he didn't. The next morning, he simply walked into class, as if nothing had happened. That confused everyone. Days passed, and something strange began happening. Whenever a student dropped their books, Ethan was the first to help. Whenever a first year got bullied, Ethan quietly stepped in and protected them. Even the old school janitor smiled whenever Ethan passed by and started talking about Ethan. "He's actually a good guy. I judged him too quickly. He's nothing like the rumors." For the first time in years, someone was becoming more respected than Ava. And that made her furious. She couldn't understand it. How could someone she had publicly humiliated still earn everyone's respect? One afternoon, Ava accidentally overheard Ethan talking to an elderly security guard. The old man looked at Ethan's cheek and quietly asked, "Does it still hurt?" Ethan smiled. "Not anymore." The guard sighed. "You could have defended yourself." Ethan looked down for a moment before replying. "My father taught me something before he died," he said. "The strongest people aren't the ones who win every fight. They're the ones who know which fights are not worth fighting." Ava stood frozen. She suddenly remembered the look on Ethan's face after she slapped him. It wasn't fear. It wasn't weakness. It was self-control. For the first time, she felt ashamed. The following morning, the entire school watched in disbelief. Ava walked toward Ethan once again. This time, there was no anger, no pride, no audience she wanted to impress. She lowered her head and quietly said, "I'm sorry." The hallway became silent. Ethan looked at her, then smiled. Everyone deserves a second chance. From that day on, the two slowly became friends, and the students of Seoul Elite Private Academy learned something they would never rate. Now the story starts getting deeper instead of staying in the confrontation. Never mistake kindness for weakness, because sometimes the strongest person in the room is the one who chooses peace over revenge. And remember, true strength is measured by your character, not by the people you're able to intimidate.